What's up, people of YouTube? I'm Karsatowski and welcome back to the Karsatowski Bowling YouTube channel. So, we have the third PBA Tournament of Champions video with Jason Couch, and this is the 2002 PBA Tournament Champions. So, let's get on to the title match. Okay, so here we are in the title match of the 2002 PBA Tournament Champions, featuring two-time defending champion Jason Couch and his opponent Ryan Shafer. Jason has a nice mixer strike, so we are pretty much out of the era of the gold pins. And also what you notice is that we are bowling in an arena, which is something that the Tournament of Champions will be held in for the next several years. And here comes Ryan Shafer. Looks like he got distracted by something before he even threw his first shot. Yeah, I think I just saw a camera flash right there. Or it could be just the video quality. Wonder how many people's in that stadium. So the stadium, they had a lot of arenas for the Tournament Champions, a lot in the 2000s. And Shafer just left a flat 10 pin. Yeah, the arena finals would be something that would be contested on a lot of majors, especially the Tournament of Champions, and also they would do it for the US Open and the World Championship, a few as well. And they would actually do, I think they did at least 2 baseball stadium title matches for the USBC Masters, which I eventually will be reviewing those breakdowns. Here's Ryan on the left lane. His ball's skating pretty wide. He may just be throwing the ball a little bit too hard. His ball's just not finishing in the pocket too well. The last time that the PBA Tournament of Champions was contested in an arena was in 2017 when E.J. Tackett would beat Tommy Jones in the final. They should do more stadium type events, I feel like. Like they should do the PBA playoffs in a few of them. The tour finals would be another good one. The World Series is kind of already in the perfect environment because it's at the National Bowling Stadium in Reno, which is the perfect environment for the World Series. Also, Thunderbolt Lanes in Michigan, which is another hot spot for the World Series, is another good place to have something like that. So the World Series is pretty much at home at both of those centers. But like a true arena finals like this, a lot of the really big events should be saved for an arena, because I'm sure that hosting a bowling step-ladder finals in an arena is much more expensive as opposed to just having it in a bowling center. And Jason gets his ball to finish perfect in the pocket. I don't know how difficult these lane conditions are for these pros, but I think we might see a few more high scores in this match as opposed to the previous TOC. Oh, come on. Oh, he gets it. Gets a double right there. There you go. And those kind of breaks usually lets you know that it's your time. It's early. But if he keeps having carry like that, then he'll pretty much be strolling down like a cakewalk in this match. There you go. Come on. There you go. I was going to say, if he would have left that 10 pin there, that would have been unlucky. But Ryan gets a good break and tripping out the 7-10. But on that lane, his ball's going to have to finish up a little bit better than that. Yeah, he got a good break, but if he doesn't make some kind of adjustment on that lane on his next shot, then he can be trailing behind because Couch is perfect through 3. Let's see if Shafer can get his ball to finish in the pocket better. Perfect. That's exactly what he needs to do through this entire match. I think scores are going to be significantly higher this match than they were in the previous year. In the rematch between Jason Couch and Ryan Shafer. This is the 1999 TOC against Chris Barnes. Yeah, now that one, he probably should not have won that one, but Chris did make a really bad attempt at the single pin to give Jason Couch the ultimate win. And this one, it was pretty much no doubt Jason. He was clean the whole match that time, and he pretty much won that one handily. And now this time, see what happens. 2002 PBA Tournament of Champions. Hambone carries that 7-pin into the pit. Yeah, Jason has a real good look right now. His ball's pretty much carrying everything, and he's just making really quality shots and sticking his finish position and holding it. That lets you know that you're making some pretty good shots. There you go. Perfect. Absolutely perfect for Couch. He is 5 for 5 with a Yahtzee. All right, Shafer has his work cut out for him right now. He needs to get himself a turkey here to cut the deficit by 10. Oh, he gets that ball a little wider, and it finishes dead flush. Perfect 10. All right, let's see if he can get himself a ham bone. Oh, come on. Another flat 10 on that left lane. Yep, his carry on that lane is going to be real telling this match. He's had 2 flat 10 pins on that lane. His ball was finishing just a little bit light into the 1-3 pocket. So today he has been perfect in single pin spares. Now, that definitely helped him in his previous 2 matches that he had. But it will help to keep him in the match somewhat. But for this match in particular, it's going to take more than picking up spares. He's going to need to strike a lot more. All right, well, let's see if Couch can make it 6 for 6. And put a lot more pressure on Shafer. Threw that one pretty nice, and that one skated real wide. A lot wider than he got it before. And he was fortunate to only leave 2 behind, I think. He could have left the bucket pretty easy. Well, again, just clean it up and get back to striking. That's all you can do. Perfect. Exactly the way you want to pick it up. That is a very choppable spare, by the way. Miss it just a little bit right, and you'll completely chop the 9. Miss it a little bit left, and you'll completely chop the 6. Alright, so that's definitely his worst shot of the match, but just regroup and get back to throwing it the exact same way that you've been playing that left lane the whole match. And you'll still be leading by a pretty good amount. Get there. Perfect. Could not throw it any better than that. Yep. That's exactly what you do after you have a shot that goes light. And now Ryan is going to have to get back to striking himself. So he looks pretty good on this right lane. He's had 2 shots that have had perfect 10 in the pit. And he just needs to emulate what he's done the last 2 shots on that lane. It looks pretty good. Are you kidding me? It was a little bit too light, and he left his 3rd flat 10 of the match. So he's definitely having struggles with getting the 10 out. Looks like he needs to keep his angles a little bit tighter since he's playing pretty far to the right. And he's also throwing it pretty hard too, so his ball just doesn't have a whole lot of time to hook back to the pocket when he misses right. And he just throws it in the gutter, and he's even further away in the match now. And that is his first single pin miss of the day. And look at this right here. He gets the ball to the right of the middle arrow, and it just goes right into the gutter. Yep, well, just strike on this ball, and that'll set yourself up for the 9th and 10th frame, because it's not quite over yet. And there you go. He actually gets the 10 pin out in that lane. That's what should have happened on the right lane. Who hasn't won Tournament of Champions? Walter A. Williams Jr., Mark Roth, Parker Bone III, Dick Weber, and Brian Voss. 22 of 41 Hall of Famers have never won the Tournament of Champions. That is very interesting. So Jason Couch pretty much needs to keep it clean here. That's going to do it. There you go. Strike on that ball, and again, pretty much keep it clean the rest of the game. Yeah, Couch is up by a lot now. Even if Ryan Shafer were to strike out for 5 in a row, Jason pretty much just needs to keep it clean in the 9th and 10th frames and just leave himself with a few makeables. And again, that's about the best way to do it. There you go. Ball goes pretty high, and it almost leaves a 10 pin. But fortunately for him, he got the great break on that. Yeah, Ryan's just going to finish things up here. Make a good shot. There you go. Yeah, it was just unfortunate the last shot he had on that lane where he left the 10 pin. But honestly, though, Jason was pretty much locked in the whole time, with the exception of that shot that went real light. If it wasn't for that shot in the 6th frame, Jason could easily have 9 in a row right now. So Jason was just on fire in this match. and he was #1 seed, so he went out of the gate swinging. There's really not that much your opponent can do about that, because look at that, Ryan got a good break there. So even if Ryan would have carried that 10-pin and would have gone off the sheet, he still would have lost with Jason's look. Oh my goodness. Yep, just unfortunate breaks. And that was not a bad shot either. It's just a very unlucky 7-pin. Alright, well, Ryan finishes up with a respectable game. His only blunder was the missed 10-pin. Very high scoring match. And there we go. 3-peat. There we go. Jason Couch, the first ever player to win 3 consecutive Tournament of Champions. And just finish up here. He can go out for a possible 278 in the title match. There you go. Doesn't matter. Doesn't even matter. There you go. Just throw your spare ball and pick up that trophy for the 3rd time. Yep, that is the highlight of Jason Couch's Hall of Fame career right there. There we go. The first and the only player to ever win 3 consecutive Tournament of Champions. And I don't think it'll ever be done again. That is really impressive to do something like that. The sponsor of the tournament, Miller Lite, it takes a big swig of it, but you know what? You just won your 3rd consecutive Tournament of Champions. Go for it. All right, well, so Jason Couch has won his 3rd consecutive Tournament of Champions. Again, the only time that a player has ever won 3 consecutive TOCs, and I think that's going to be the only time that's going to happen. Like, we've seen players win 3 consecutive tournaments before, like Jason Belmonte won 3 consecutive World Championships, and also 3 consecutive USBC Masters. But the Tournament of Champions is pretty much a different animal. Yeah, well, so that is the 2002 PBA Tournament of Champions. And if you don't want to miss any more bowling breakdowns just like this, then be sure that you hit that subscribe button so you'll never miss any videos. I'm Karsatowski. Keep watching my content, and I'll see you in that next video. See ya.